Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my monthly review for this month's issue of the Walking Dead comic book series. This one is for issue 147, which is called Out in the Open. Great, so just finished reading the issue, and this review will contain spoilers, as usual, for my Walking Dead comic book series reviews. So pretty good issue this week. This issue is basically broken up into, I would say, three main sections. You have three conversations, basically. It's a dialogue issue. You have the conversation between Eugene, Rick, and Andrea, which is finishing from the previous issue. And basically, we all know Eugene's position on this. I mean, Rosita was killed by the Whisperers, so obviously he wants revenge, but knows at the same time that Rick and Andrea are not going to want to hurt Lydia because, of course, she's with Carl. Then we go on from there. We have a really good conversation between Rick and Michonne, which I did like quite a bit. It was a bit exciting there to see at first what was happening. You can kind of tell it was Michonne because she's got the sword and the cloak, and she's really the only one that we know of in the comic book series that really sports that. But she goes and she talks to Rick, and they have a pretty good conversation about guilt and about how Michonne is feeling, of course, because Ezekiel was killed, and what to do, and kind of how Rick feels about the characters that have been killed that he's lost, namely Lori, and even touching on Shane a little bit, which was cool, and also that he cares more for Andrea than he ever did for Lori, which I liked as a line quite a bit. There's also some other pretty good ones there too when Michonne's kind of talking about her masochism that she has to kind of want to separate herself from Ezekiel and from others to kind of feel like she doesn't deserve it due to some kind of underlying guilt that she has. So that's pretty interesting as well too. I love the psychology. I love the psychological stuff, and anytime Kirkman mixes it in, I do like it quite a bit. So that was good too. Pretty touching conversation. I like the usage of the word clear in it, which is pretty good, because it makes me think and it's funny that it coincides, the release, with the Walking Dead television series. I'm not sure if that was intentional or just it just kind of worked out that way. I'm pretty sure with Kirkman most of these things are intentional when it works out that way. But of course in the TV series we just saw Morgan and Michonne starting to kind of have talk with each other, have a dialogue, even if it is about a peanut butter protein bar at the beginning. So we'll see if maybe they develop some kind of relationship in the TV series, and it was just kind of a cool nod, I think, or Easter egg, so to speak, to see that. Of course, it could be totally just a coincidence, but that's how I read it. Good conversation, pretty touching, and I did like that quite a bit. And then in the end, we have Andrea, who is taking Lydia and Carl to the Hilltop with her because Lydia is not safe at the Alexandria safe zone, which is a bit confusing, especially for her, because she was told originally that the people of the joint communities, the survivors, they don't hurt each other, they take care of each other, and they're really good people. But now her life is in peril, is in probably more in jeopardy than it was ever before. Well, maybe not with the Whispers, depending on what she's seen, because she's seen some shit. She's pretty damaged, somewhat damaged, very damaged. So at this point, she pulls a gun on Andrea, and that's the end of the issue. So it was a quick read for me. I mean, lots of dialogue, but it went by real fast. I did like the issue quite a bit. If I had to score it, I'd give it let's say an 8 out of 10. Do I think that Lydia is going to end up shooting Andrea? No way. I would be flabbergasted if that's the way things went. Really highly doubt that that's what's going to happen. But he's got to end the issue on an exciting point and have something in the issue, and that's kind of what he brought up for this part. So it'll be interesting to see what happens even if they get to the Hilltop. I don't even know if that's really that great of a solution, because if they go there, I mean, there's people there who also had lost people, and not only that, but you have Rick, who is at Alexandria, and then Maggie. We don't really know how Maggie kind of feels about the situation. We kind of do, but she would probably follow Rick's lead, but we'll have to see how much pushback she gets from her people at the Hilltop, and if she gets a lot, will she cave? What's going to happen? And also, at Alexandria, is Rick going to be able to keep everybody kind of under control and not foaming at the mouth, so to speak, as the governor would say, to go to fight, go to war? So we'll see what happens. Interesting issue, and just another good builder. Of course, I'm really excited with the Walking Dead TV series on right now, and the comic book series never disappoints. Maybe I could do a predictions post issue if you guys want to see that. Write your comments below, and I can write that down and maybe do that within the next few days. Really tough call to to say right now, though. I mean, geez, there's stuff happening all over the place. You have more characters than ever in the Walking Dead series. You have the Whisperers, who we haven't seen for a bit, but of course, I'm expecting to with the cover for next week's or next month's issue with Alpha crying that. So we'll have to see what happens from her perspective, and what will happen with Lydia. Man, geez, it's like, tough question. Are they gonna kind of overthrow Rick? That kind of thing, being betrayed. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So, rate your comments below. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you want to see a predictions, video, and I can do it for you if you want it. That's really all I got to say about the issue. Had some great dialogue, some pretty touching lines there that you can read into. You can dissect it if you want. I won't do that in this video too much, just for sake of time. But sometimes if I had more time, I would. But yeah, definitely look into each part, and it's got some really good lines. So if you guys like the video, my heater just kicked on, please thumb it up below. If you want to support the channel, please share, please favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. I'll call it here for this review. I'll see you guys again for another video very soon. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace.